What is going on YouTube? It is FlopFish here, and welcome to another installment of Team Build Tuesday, something that I haven't done enough this year, but nonetheless, we're getting right into one of my favorite teams so far to play with this year, and that is my Fish Not Food team. And let's start off on the first line where we have Milestone Sedin with Team of the Week Bergeron and Team of the Week Callahan. This is a pretty fun line to use, pretty good players overall. On the second line, we have Team of the Week Rick Nash with Adam Henrique and Jonathan Drouin. Then we have Team of the Week Shinkarik with Turris and Bodker. And on the fourth line, we have Marchand with Team of the Week Odell and Camilleri. So, pretty solid forward core, lots of underrated players. Defensively, we have Pietrangelo and Vatanen on the first pairing. On the second pairing, we have Campbell and Bowie. And on the third pairing, we have Daly and Blum. In net, we have Brian Elliott, and he's actually my backup goaltender for my main starter, who is none other than the Swedish meatball himself, Eddie Lack. Absolutely love the guy. And he plays really good in game and has the sickest pads in game too, on top of being 6'4". Nonetheless, let's get into some gameplay with the team and talk about how the team actually plays. And the strength of this team are obviously going to be their speed, their skill, and their deking abilities. That's kind of what I modeled this team after, making sure that they can kind of deke through the other team. And the second line is a montage explosion waiting to happen between Drouin and Nash. Both pull off absolutely insane dekes. The third and fourth line give me a lot of speed and kind of skill and grit to finish pucks. Odell's a really strong player in this game, especially considering he's like an 80 overall. He's pretty fast, got good hands, and a little bit of everything along with that. Defensively, again, it may not be the strongest team defensively, but they're all very skilled. Bowie's actually got he's actually got like 89 speed. It's ridiculous how fast he is. He's pretty strong. He's 6'1", 203, so he doesn't get knocked over very easily. He's also very good at deking. Same with Jonathan Blum, and same with Sammy Vatanen. My entire right defensive core, right side of that, is really strong at deking, whereas Pietrangelo and Daly kind of provide that defensive punch you need in it, at least hitting and defensive wise. They're the two most steady players on this team, and Campbell's just good at carrying the puck. He's a guy that you won't see hit the score sheet a ton, except for maybe assists, but he definitely is good at distributing the puck, skating it out of trouble, and that's why I like having him on there, especially with someone like Bowie, because the combination is there for the chemistry. So again, offensively, the first line is something that I'm still experimenting with. I like Callahan on the fourth line a little bit more, but I like him more on the first line than I do Camilleri, which is why I was running Bickle for a little bit, just because Camilleri got injured, and Bickle seemed to be alright on that fourth line, but I think Camilleri, the speed factor is just too big to ignore there. And yeah, so in this game, you're actually going to be seeing me use Granlund as a center as well. He's one of those fill-in players. He's a player I really like to play with, a player that I think is very good. And he kind of rotates with Bergeron when he isn't injured and stuff like that. But aside from that, I like the way the team plays. It costs about $650K, so yes, it is a little bit pricier, obviously, than what a normal team would cost you. But I think there are definitely teams that you could make that are fairly similar. In fact, that's going to be next week's goal for me, is to find a team as good as this one for about under or like around the 150K, 200K range or so. So anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the team build. Again, there's a link to it actually on Hut headquarters. I want to talk about them for a little bit. HutHQ.com. Pretty much they have a Hut database. They have a really good collection checklist and stuff like that with all the jerseys, all the logos and stuff, and it's really useful. On top of that, they have a really good team builder. I actually have this one up on there. You can create an account and save all your teams you create to your account, which also makes it even better. And again, I will link you guys to my team build on there so you can kind of see it for yourselves. Again, it's a really useful tool in kind of making your team builds without actually seeing it in game or buying the players in game. It's a great online source. I can't speak about how good it is. I like the way it works out. And again, link to all that in the description below. As always, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Take it easy, and I'll catch you guys on the flop side.